Okay, now let's try to draw for u is equals to 2f. So we draw our object here. Okay, so remember the two principles that I taught you. The first light ray is from the tip of the object cutting through the center of the lens. Okay, this is your first light ray. So make sure after you draw it, make sure that you have your arrows. Okay, the second light ray that you need to draw is from the tip of the object. Make sure it's parallel to the principal axis. After that, make sure that it cuts through the focal point. Okay, so same thing, make sure that you draw the arrows for it. You can see here, I did the part 1, I did the part 2. Now the last part is definitely to draw the image. So in actual fact, if you draw it carefully, you'll realize, oh, the image forms at 2f. So how would you describe the characteristics of this image? First, okay, let's do a point-to-point comparison. First one we talked about just now, it was inverted. Let's look at this one. It's also inverted. Okay. Just now, the second point we talked about whether is it real. See, these are solid lines cutting each other, intersecting. So this is a real image. Part C, we talk about the size of the image. Okay, just now we said that the image was diminished. Okay, the image was diminished because it's smaller. How about this? In actual fact, if you look at them carefully, they are the same size. Right? Same size. So the image is the same size as the object. Right? As the object. And last one, where is the image formed? So V is equals to 2F. So you can see here, I've described the characteristics of this image over here. 1, 2. And then lastly, draw the image. So step 3. And from there, I describe based on what I see. A lot of times, you tend to memorize the characteristics with the lens ray diagram. The truth is, all you need to memorize is actually this together with the examples. Right? Together with examples. Or I should say real life, maybe application. Okay? Together with the application of. Okay? All you need to just remember is the u equals to what distance together with the application. These are the only two things you must remember, because you can derive the rest just by learning how to draw it. Okay, let's try one more lens diagram. What if now we try u is in between f and 2f. So we have our object now in between. Okay. So same thing, let's draw our light ray. So for the tip of the object cutting through the center of the lens, that's the first one. And make sure you draw the arrowheads. Next up, you will draw the light ray parallel to the principal axis, and after that, cutting down through the focal point. Okay, you draw it carefully there. Let's extend this line a little bit more. Okay, so now let's draw the arrowhead. So where does the image form? You can see that the image is now formed at here. Right, the image is formed here. This is interesting. Now, if you look at it carefully, how would you describe the image now? Definitely it's once again inverted. This is a real image because it's formed by solid light rays. C, right? What's the size of the object? Do you realize that now it is magnified? It's actually bigger, right? Magnified. The last one, where's the distance of the image? V is actually greater than 2f. So it's quite simple, isn't it? Just by learning the three principles. First, draw a line cutting through the center of the lens. Next, draw a line parallel to the principal axis and cutting through F. And last one is to draw the image. Okay, this is for U in between F and 2F.